When a fire starts in Midland, it's all hands on deck for fire crews, and out in the county, volunteer fire crews are crucial. But did you know they still need contracts? That's what Midland County commissioners voted on today. Jason, what were the negotiations like?
Well, the negotiations, Crystal, were actually not that difficult at all. In fact, the deal between volunteer fire departments and Midland County is one that has continued for years upon years. The contract between Greenwood and Northeast Volunteer Fire Department actually isn't complicated at all.
And we've been doing this, I believe with Northeast was the original one back in the 80s is when it started. So the county's been doing this for several years now. This isn't the first time. Again, nothing's changed, so it's an easy contract. Again, we just have to have that every year.
And at today's County Commissioners Court meeting, they re-upped the contract for another year. It gets them the funding they need to function as a fire department.
So it's just an annual contract that we do with the volunteers to provide funding for them because they're a nonprofit organization. So this is the same contract we do every year to provide $100,000 to each volunteer agency.
Those volunteers are a valuable backup. Volunteers at Greenwood and Northeast are called upon whenever they're needed, and usually a lot of what they have to pay for comes from their own time and their own pockets.
So in Midland County, the city provides fire and EMS protection through an interlocal agreement. So they're our first response with any fire EMS is the city. The volunteers are, again, they're unpaid volunteers that take it out of their own time, their own money, raise their own funds to provide their own trucks, stuff like that.
But now with $100,000 of funding, there are some certain things they can and can't do, but they can spread the money out pretty far.
None of our volunteers here get paid. So anytime they go out on a fire, they use their own gas, their training, there's no funding, they don't get paid for any of that from the fire department or from us. And with that contract that the county has, there's specific stuff they can and can't use that are funding for. So they can use it for training. I believe they can use it for their insurance that they get, vehicle fuel for their fire trucks.
And volunteer fire departments do essentially the same thing as other fire departments, like combating fires and shuttling water to and from different situations. Crystal?